Hey guys, Fan here, and today I'm going to be doing a super quick and simple tutorial slash explanation video of Diablo 4's skill tree. I'm doing this because a lot of you guys are going to be checking out Diablo 4 in the future. I know a lot of people want to play it or try the open beta, and the skill tree is one of the most important things about your character. And at first glance, it looks very confusing. You can see there's a bunch of lines, a bunch of branches, nodes, pictures everywhere. It looks really overwhelming and confusing at first. But really it is not. It is very simple, and there's three simple things that you need to understand. Once you understand these three things, you understand the entire skill tree and you'll be able to do exactly what you want to do. So I'm going to explain these things in the next couple minutes so you can so you can actually spend your time building your character instead of being confused. So first off, what we need to know is that we always start somewhere on the tree, right? So here we are starting off on the basic skill node. Now I'm going to call each of these things a node. So we're on the basic skill node here. And the first thing that you need to know is how branches work. So one, you can only go to the branch that is next to where you are, right? So since we're starting here, we have four options here on the rogue skill tree for what skill we want. And these are all skills that will be on your toolbar. These are all activatable abilities. So let's go ahead and choose one real quick. Let's go with Heartseeker here, which is a seeking arrow for the rogue. Now, a couple things happened when I talented into Heartseeker there that you want to pay attention to. The first thing is we have successfully branched over to Heartseeker, which is what we selected, and that allows us to branch into the next part of the branch, right? So this is the number one thing you have to pay attention to. Every ability has two separate upgrades, and this is what causes all of the branches of the tree. So every single ability has two potential upgrades. That is what all of these triangle branches are. They're two potential upgrades. The first upgrade you have to get. The second upgrade will always be a choice either between choice A or choice B. So two potential upgrades to your ability, and that is basically how branches work. And you can only branch to, the ones that you are next to. Super simple here. The next thing you have to understand is how nodes work. Now, see this number here that says 1 and this number that says 5 and this says 10. So what that means is that is how many skill points you have to spend in a previous node in order to unlock this node. So this 1 means that I have to spend 1 skill point somewhere in this previous node in order to unlock this node. And if once I unlock this node, I'll be able to get all of these skills as well, right? Now, you can actually spend that 1 point wherever you want. So, for example, you could put it into a different ability, although that is not going to be recommended. Usually, you're only going to want one of these basic abilities. These are the ones that don't cost resource, don't cost mana. You can use them whenever you want, and a lot of them generate mana, so it doesn't really make sense to take another one. But you could if you just wanted to unlock the next node. Now, the more likely things you'll want to do is once we've teched into Heartseeker here, for example, we're more likely going to want to unlock the next node by upgrading it. So we can take Enhanced Heartseeker here, for example, and that will unlock the next node, and we'll have a lot more options to choose from with our available skill points. But also, you want to keep in mind that you don't have to upgrade it. You can also just level the skill up, right? Each of these skills can be leveled up to 5 times. Every level increases. For example, for Heartseeker, you can see it increases damage from 104 to 128. So you can kind of decide between the two and say maybe I want that 24 damage more than I want this special effect, which is whenever Heartseeker crits, you can gain 8% attack speed for 4 seconds, right? So wherever the case though, you can just talent into it and you can see the next node has been unlocked. So that's the second thing you have to understand is how the node unlocks work. So this 4 now means that we need to spend 4 points in any of these previous nodes. So I can talent 4 points into anywhere in this entire area, and then this node will be unlocked, right? And the last thing that you want to understand about the skill tree is that there are passive skills as well. The ones that do not have this triple branch are passives. Everything with a triple branch, I believe, are activatables, at least as far as the early access beta goes. And these single branches are actually passives. They're all this light yellow in color. So a passive could be like this, stutter step, for example. Whenever you crit, you just gain some move speed for 4 seconds. So we can pick and choose whatever we want. Because the node we just unlocked here is our core skills, which is the skill that spends resource or spends mana in order to do a lot of damage, we probably want to unlock one of these skills. So let's say we unlock rapid fire, right? Well, now we need 3 more skill points to unlock the next node. And once again, these skill points can be anywhere you want, right? Maybe I want to unlock the passive. This counts. If you want that passive ability, that counts towards the node. If you want to upgrade rapid fire, that counts. And if you want to upgrade it again for the second upgrade, that also counts. But of course, we could have also, instead of using these 3, just put all 3 of them in rapid fire, and that would have unlocked this node all the same. So you have a lot of choices in the way you can unlock these nodes. And that is basically it. That's all you really need to know once you understand how the branches work, how the nodes work, and how the passives work. That is basically the whole skill tree. And you can just put those 3 things together and basically everything else in the skill tree works the exact same way. You can just keep going, keep going. You can see everything at that point feels pretty easily understandable. So yeah, I hope this helps you guys. There's a couple more things you should keep in mind. One is the keyword search, which is up here. So for example, if I want to search something for Frozen, if I want to make a build around Frozen, I just click it. And what it does is it highlights all of the Frozen, skills or passives that are in the skill tree, highlights them for you to make it easier for you to think about and make your build. And the last thing that you want to kind of think about is you can refund all of these. So refunding, the more skill points you have put in, the more it'll cost. Right now it costs 1.2k for me to refund. If I put in 1 more skill, it's going to cost a little bit more. So every point you have, it's more expensive to refund, which makes it easy to refund all your skill points in the early game. But once you reach late game, it will be very expensive to refund all your skill points. So you got to keep that in mind. All right, hope this helps you, and I will see you guys next time.